Hello friends, in my basement today we're gonna try something weird. Don't know if it's gonna work, but I got some of this Mold Star 15. It's a rubber plastic silicone, flexible silicone mold making material. I'm gonna try and make an ice mold. I found this at the thrift store. It's like a big crystal diamond. I'm gonna try and make this into an ice cube mold. Now, a clear ice diamond mold. So I've never used this stuff before, but we're just gonna mix equal parts of the A and the B, pour it in there, and let it cure, hope for the best. And then I should be able to stick it into my cylinder koozie system and get a fun new shape. Fingers crossed. Okay, so the idea is you just use equal parts. I used about 200 grams of each component. I never used this before, like I said, so I'm sort of just guessing, but it seemed to work. Now, my original plan, my hope was to use a water bottle to make the mold, and then I could just fit it back into a water bottle for freezing, but it didn't work. This thing I'm using is a little too big, and I think I'm gonna have to, I think if I try this again, I should find something smaller to make the ice cube out of. Just give this a thorough stir, and I poured it into this yogurt container. Now that should be fine, except I'm gonna have to trim away part of the mold in order to fit it into my water bottle koozie clear ice making system, which, as you will see in a minute, is a little bit of a problem. So let this sit overnight, and it firms up nice and then doesn't even stick to the plastic, which is great. I ended up having to tear apart this yogurt container to get it out, but so far so good. I should be able to cut some of this away to have the water bottle sort of set in there. Then we could put this in the freezer. I ended up getting a little too aggressive with my X-Acto knife and cutting into the mold part itself so it wouldn't hold water. And so I ended up doing this whole thing again. I tried trimming away the unneeded parts of the mold much more carefully the second time, and that worked a lot better. You can see here what the idea is, to have it inside the insulated water bottle like this. Unfortunately, as I think you can see here, where the mold meets the water bottle, it just leaks out, and this isn't going to work. So I've got two yogurt containers here, one smaller than the other. The mold fits in the smaller one, and then I insulated with some packing material some foam I had, and stuck the whole thing inside the larger yogurt container. This is just to hold on to the insulation. Now hopefully this will work and I can get some directional freezing out of this and get my clear ice gem. The next day I got this out of the freezer, and it actually came right out of the mold, no problem, just like that. The cloudy bit actually just comes right off as well. And then the looks pretty good. It takes a little bit of muscle to get it out of there. It's not super simple, but once you get it out, check it out. It's pretty rad. No, I don't think it'll fit in the glass exactly yet, but as a proof of concept, I'm pretty excited. I think I could probably let these melt a little and refreeze them to get them smaller, or probably carve a little away. Okay, so we made some ridiculous ice. I want everyone to realize that This is not a practical way of making clear ice exactly, but this is a fun way. I've made a great big clear ice diamond that is a little too big to fit in any of the glasses I have. So obviously what I'm gonna have to do is find something smaller to use to make the mold from. And it's something with a fun shape though. If y'all have any ideas about what would be a cool shape to be in your glass when you drink your whiskey or whatever, let me know down in the comments. In the meantime, this is pretty fun. Thought I might just pour myself a little Larceny. If you ever had Larceny, it's a wheated bourbon from Heaven Hill Distilleries, 92 proof, and it's not very expensive, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good sipper, pretty good, you know, low budget sipper. It's also very hot today. The house is all closed up to try and keep the heat out, and I'm just gonna have a little pour. All right, so let's take a look at this. I mean, didn't seem like it fits, but once it melts a little, I mean, that's pretty great. I will be looking for something smaller to use, but just like all clear ice, it looks amazing. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is a ridiculous thing to do, but we're gonna keep marching forward on our journey, our adventure to making ridiculous clear ice. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you like this sort of thing. Tell a friend. We'll see you next time. And yeah, cheers. Larceny is just good. It's just good. It's not great, it's good.